Winter coats are on sale starting April 1st. A leather coat is on sale for 40% off the regular selling price of $425.99. What's the markdown to the nearest cent? Okay, so first of all, notice that they're asking us to find markdown. Next, grab any useful equations we might need. So in this case, I'm going to grab markdown rate. Now you might be asking, why did I grab the markdown rate equation if it's asking me to solve for markdown, which is very different from markdown rate? Well, I'm grabbing this one because if you read the question, it mentions the terms markdown rate, markdown, and selling price. So that's why we use this equation, and we can manipulate it to solve for markdown. So I fill in what I know. I know that the markdown rate is 40%, which I rewrite as a decimal. I don't know markdown, right? That's what I'm solving for. And selling price, I know to be $425.99. All I have to do now is multiply both sides of the equation by $425.99 to find that my markdown is equal to $170.40. So notice that we're talking about markdowns now. In several lessons past, we've talked about markups. So note that a markup speaks about the fee or the amount of money that a company charges over the price it costs them to buy it. That's how they make money, right? If they just let values and goods change hands without upcharging them, they wouldn't have any profit. A markdown, on the other hand, refers to a discount. So in this case, it's a 40% discount. So that means they're going to subtract $140 or $170.40 off of the original selling price of this jacket. Let's do one more example. Cassie Marino is interested in purchasing a new laptop computer for her school. It is marked down 20% from its original price. She can save $112 by buying the marked down computer. How much was its original price? Okay, so this one's a little different, but still pretty straightforward. So once again, I'm going to grab that markdown rate equation. So markdown rate is equal to markdown divided by selling price. Now, notice that they're asking us to find the original price. We don't have an equation just called original price, right? So we just go with what we know. Maybe I don't quite know how I'm going to do it yet, but I know that they talk about a markdown rate. So this information is going to be useful to me. So let's just move forward and fill in what we know. We know that the markdown rate is 20%, so I use 0.20. She can save $112 by buying the marked down computer. That means that's the value of the markdown. So that might have been a little tricky to recognize. By saying she can save, they're telling us the dollar value of the discount or the dollar value of the markdown. So the markdown is $112. Okay. Now, maybe write that divided by selling price. Now, if you'll notice what we've done, I filled in everything. Selling price is my only variable, so now I can manipulate this to solve for selling price. So just like before, where I didn't need to find markdown rate, I needed to find markdown, so I rearranged my information. It's the same thing here. I don't need to know markdown rate, I already know it, but I need to find selling price. So to do so, I found an equation that involved all the terms mentioned in the question, and now I'm manipulating it to solve for the variable I want. So by doing a little bit of algebra, I'll multiply each side of the equation by selling price. That gives me 0.20 selling price is equal to 112. I divide both sides by 0.20. I find that my selling price is equal to $560. So again, look for ways that you can find values and use equations even if the variable, in this case markdown rate, the variable that's being solved for might not necessarily be the one that you're after, but recognize opportunities to rearrange equations and solve for different variables.